Hello, Virgo. Uh, Something is building toward March 2026 that's going to position you for wealth at scale. That seems impossible from where you're standing right now. And the shock won't just be yours when you realize what's happening. It's going to be everyone around you who's watched you struggle, who's underestimated you, who's dismissed your efforts as unlikely to ever pay off significantly. They're going to be wrong, publicly, undeniably wrong. March 2026 is an arbitrary time frame. That's when multiple streams you've been developing converge. When work you've been doing quietly reaches critical mass, when opportunity you've been positioning yourself for finally materializes, when timing and preparation and circumstances align to create outcome that changes entire trajectory of your financial life. Let me be clear about what millionaire actually means in practical terms, because the word carries weight that needs unpacking. For some of you, this is literal. You're going to have or be on clear path toward having $1 million in assets, investments, or net worth by March 2026 or shortly after. Not through lottery or inheritance, though those are possible, but through business success, investment returns, property appreciation, or combination of income streams that compound into seven figures. That sounds impossible if you're currently struggling, but impossible is just improbable until it happens. For others, millionaire is metaphorical for dramatic wealth increase relative to current baseline. Maybe you're not hitting seven figures, but you're going from broke to six figures, from paycheck to paycheck to comfortable buffer, from debt to positive net worth. The magnitude of change relative to starting point creates millionaire feeling, even if technical definition isn't met. Either way, literal or metaphorical, March 2026 marks point where your financial reality becomes so different from what it is now that people who know your current situation will be shocked by transformation. And that shock is going to be satisfying if you've been doubted, dismissed, or underestimated by people who couldn't see what you were building. Some people don't believe in dramatic financial transformation. They think wealth accumulates slowly through disciplined saving and conservative investing. And for most people, that's accurate path. But some people experience accelerated wealth creation through perfect storm of preparation, meeting opportunity, meeting timing, and you're in that category right now. Let's pause here. This reflection invites you to consider, what have you been working on quietly that most people don't know about or don't take seriously? Maybe business you're building, side project you're developing, skills you're cultivating, network you're growing, investments you're making, something you've been treating seriously even when others treated it as hobby or distraction or unrealistic dream. That thing you've been building, that's what's going to pay off in March 2026 inches, ways that shock everyone, including possibly yourself. Or maybe it's positioning you've been doing, moving to right city, connecting with right people, learning right information, getting into right rooms, preparation that doesn't look like progress to observers, but that's creating conditions for massive opportunity to land when it presents itself. Or maybe it's healing or growth work you've been doing that's removing internal blocks to receiving and keeping wealth. Therapy, self-development, mindset work, addressing money trauma. That internal work is what allows external wealth to arrive and stay instead of arriving and immediately leaving through self-sabotage. This reflection invites you to consider What preparation have you been doing that's invisible to most people, but that's actually essential? There's something specific about March 2026 as time frame that warrants examination, because that's approximately 1 year from now, close enough to feel real, far enough to allow necessary developments to unfold. Between now and March 2026, specific things need to happen for this wealth trajectory to materialize. You need to continue doing what you're already doing that's working. Whatever you've been building, keep building. Whatever discipline you've been maintaining, maintain it. Whatever investments you've been making in yourself, in projects, in actual financial instruments, keep making them. Consistency over next 12 months is what converts current efforts into March 2026 results. You need to say yes to opportunities that align with where you're heading, even when those opportunities feel risky or premature. When chance to level up presents itself, take it even if you don't feel completely ready. Ready is myth. Capable people become ready through doing, not through waiting until conditions feel perfect. You need to say no to distractions that seem profitable short term, but that would derail long term trajectory. Not every money opportunity is your money opportunity. Some things that would make you quick cash would cost you the $1 million outcome by consuming time and energy that should go toward bigger goal. Strategic NO is as important as strategic yes. And you need to protect your vision from people who will try to talk you out of it. Well-meaning people who love you but who can't see what you see, who think you're being unrealistic, who want you to play it safe, who project their limitations onto your possibilities. Their doubt is about them, not about you. Don't let it infect your certainty. This reflection invites you to consider what opportunity might present itself in next few months that would advance your March 2026 trajectory if you said yes. Let me describe what different pathways to millionaire status might look like, because there's not one route, there are multiple, and which one you're on depends on your current situation and strengths. Some of you are on business pathway, you're building company, consulting practice, creative business, online platform, something you own and control that's currently generating modest income, but that's positioned for exponential growth. March 2026 is when that growth curve goes vertical. When you hit critical mass of customers or clients or audience, when revenue that's been linear becomes exponential through scaling what works. Others are on career pathway. You're in traditional employment, but you're positioning for massive jump, executive role, specialized position, competitive offer from company that pays top tier. Your skills are developing. Your network is expanding. Your reputation is building. March 2026 is when all that positioning converts into compensation package that includes salary, bonuses, equity that adds up to millionaire trajectory over short time frame. Others are on investment pathway. You've been putting money, maybe small amounts, maybe larger if you had capital, into assets that appreciate, real estate, stocks, crypto, alternative investments, things that grow in value over time. March 2026 is when those investments mature or appreciate to point where net worth crosses into millionaire territory or gets close enough that trajectory is obvious. Others are on creative pathway. You're artist, writer, musician, content creator, innovator, making something that has potential for massive reach and monetization, but that hasn't broken through yet. You're building catalog, audience, IP, relationships. March 2026 is when your work finds its market at scale, when viral moment happens, when deal closes, when licensing generates revenue, when years of creative output suddenly become valuable commercially. Others are on combination pathway. Multiple income streams, job plus side business, plus investments, plus creative projects that individually are modest but collectively are building towards significant total. You're diversified, not putting all energy into single bet. March 2026 is when those streams collectively reach flow rate that creates millionaire level annual income or net worth through cumulative effect. This reflection invites you to consider which pathway or combination of pathways describes your current trajectory most accurately. There's something about everyone will be shocked that reveals social dimension of this transformation that matters psychologically. Some people in your life have been supportive, believing in you, encouraging you, celebrating small wins, trusting that your efforts will pay off even when evidence is limited. Those people are going to feel validated when March 2026 proves their faith was warranted. They believed when others doubted. They supported when others dismissed. And your success becomes their vindication. But other people have been dismissive. They've questioned your choices, suggested you're wasting time, implied you should be more realistic, more practical, more like them. They've treated your ambitions as fantasies and your efforts as foolish. Those people are going to be shocked in an uncomfortable way when March 2026 reveals they were wrong about you. And you're going to have to manage your response to their shock carefully, because there's temptation toward vindictive satisfaction, I told you so energy, rubbing success in faces of people who doubted you, making them feel small the way their doubt made you feel small. But that vindictiveness, while understandable, corrodes your experience of success, turns victory into weapon instead of celebration. Better responses, dignified success. You don't need to prove anything to people who doubted you. Your results speak. Their shock is their problem to process, not yours to manage or rub in. Some people will apologize for doubting you. Others will pretend they always believed in you. Others will stay silent and avoid topic entirely. Let them handle their shock however they need to while you focus on what you're building. This reflection invites you to consider whose doubt has bothered you most, and how will you handle their shock when you succeed. Let me address what happens after March 2026, because hitting millionaire status isn't finish line. It's beginning of new phase that comes with its own challenges. First challenge is keeping wealth once you have it. Many people who achieve sudden wealth lose it quickly through poor decisions, excessive spending, bad investments, or not understanding how to manage money at scale. You'll need financial education you might not currently have, accountant, financial advisor, tax strategist, people who help you protect and grow wealth instead of just consuming it. Second challenge is relationship shifts. Some people will treat you differently when you have money. Some will want access to your resources. Some will be jealous or resentful. Some will assume you'll pick up every check or fund their ventures. You'll need clear boundaries about what you will and won't do with your money for others. Third challenge is identity adjustment. You've been person working towards success for so long. When you achieve success, who are you then? What motivates you? What gives you purpose? Some people achieve financial goal and discover they're lost because the pursuit was giving their life meaning and now pursuit is over. You'll need new goals, new projects, new ways of defining yourself that aren't just about accumulating more money, but about using resources you've built to create impact, experiences, legacy that matter beyond bank account. Fourth challenge is maintaining humility. Wealth creates power. Power reveals character. Some people handle wealth well, staying grounded, generous, connected to values. Others become arrogant, entitled, disconnected. Who you become when you have money matters more than having money. Make sure March 2026 success enhances character instead of corrupting it. This reflection invites you to consider, what kind of wealthy person do you want to be? The kind who changes for worse, or the kind who stays grounded while having resources? There's something about timeline that's worth examining, because March 2026 being approximately 12 months away means you're in preparation phase right now. Everything you do between now and then either accelerates or delays that outcome. Next few months are critical. This is when you need to be most disciplined, most focused, most strategic about how you spend time and energy and money. This is when you need to resist temptations that would feel good short term but derail long term. The vacation you can't afford yet, the purchase that would drain savings, the relationship or commitment that would consume energy needed for building. Delayed gratification over next year creates March 2026 gratification. That's worth the delay. This is also when you need to invest most aggressively in things that compound. Education, skills, relationships, health, infrastructure for your business or career, things that create returns beyond what you put in. Money spent on right investments now becomes multiple of that money in March 2026. And this is when you need to be most vigilant about protecting your energy and focus from people and situations that drain without adding value. Every hour spent on wrong thing is hour not spent on thing that leads to March 2026 breakthrough. Time is most valuable resource you have right now. Treat it accordingly. You remain in complete control of whether March 2026 actually delivers the millionaire outcome. You can do what's required, or you can self-sabotage. You can stay focused or get distracted. You can believe or doubt yourself out of success. The power is yours. It always has been. You may notice reading this has activated complicated mix of emotions: excitement about possibility, fear that you'll fail, disbelief that millionaire status is actually achievable, determination to prove doubters wrong. Whatever you're feeling, honor it. Take what resonates, softly release the rest. Trust yourself. Before we close, I want to ask you something. If you became millionaire by March 2026, what would be first thing you'd do with that wealth? Drop your answer in the comments. And what belief or habit would you need to change between now and March 2026 to actually achieve and keep millionaire status? March 2026, everyone will be shocked and you're going to be a millionaire through combination of preparation you're doing now, opportunities that will present themselves over next months, and decisions you'll make that convert those opportunities into wealth that transforms your entire financial reality. Not maybe, not hopefully. You're going to achieve this. Trust yourself with this trust that you're capable of wealth you've never experienced. Trust that doubters being wrong about you is their problem, not yours. Trust that you can handle success without it destroying who you are. Trust that March 2026 is beginning, not ending. See you in the next one. And listen, between now and March 2026, every choice matters. Every dollar invested wisely, every hour spent building instead of consuming, every opportunity seized instead of hesitated on. Make those 12 months count. Stay focused, stay disciplined, stay worthy. Your millionaire moment is coming. Prepare for it. Take care.